I haven't done an XRP update in a while, and quite frankly, that's just because there hasn't been a whole lot to talk about different than my previous update. Of course, things have been going down, and we know this. It's been either stagnant for the most part, sideways, or down. However, with that being said, I do want to go ahead. Let's do a quick little recap, because while things are, yes, going down, we're still stuck in this bull flag. There is still hope, and from a large time frame standpoint, I really think there's something we have to consider with the RSI. But before I get into that, let's go ahead. Let's dive into the daily chart. Here we go. Okay, so here is the daily chart for XRP. Now, right off the jump, of course, you'll see we've been running sideways for the past number of weeks, really since I did my last update. Now, the problem with this is, while price has been running sideways, our RSI has been climbing, right? And we've talked about this before. That's a bad signal. We don't like to see price reacting slowly upward when our RSI is climbing. Now, of course, here lately, we just broke, just like with Bitcoin, we broke below our trend line or our bullish trend on the RSI, and we are now heading downward after a touchback on that trend. That is not great. Could indicate further downward pressure is coming very soon. We will just have to, of course, wait and see what happens. But mixed with the EMA situation right here that we have, you know, our squiggly lines that have been following us, we're well below most of them. We kind of tried to conquer our 50 just again like with Bitcoin, but it's not working out so far. So daily time frame, pretty sketchy, suspect. We don't like it very much. However, let's flip on over here. This is the weekly time frame. Now, the weekly, I want to point out, of course, you can see we've been in this downward bull flag for quite a number of weeks at this point, literally months. And so, you know, that in and of itself is not great. We don't like to see the price action downward, but a bull flag is a decent signal, right? We, of course, expect at some point it'll break to the upside, although we haven't seen it quite yet. And with that being said, our RSI is bottoming out. We're getting very close to oversold territory here. And that can be a signal that here soon we may see some kind of price escalation. Now, not only that, but you will also notice on this weekly here that our RSI, we had a bear trend for the longest time, months and months. And now we have kind of broken out from that with a touchback already. So this could be a signal that we may see on a bigger time frame, some kind of upward movement. Of course, we would probably want to expect to see the daily RSI resolve itself first, although it doesn't necessarily have to. We will have to keep our eye on that daily price escalation as RSI is climbing whenever that happens next. Now, lastly, I want to flip over here one more time. And as you'll notice, this is still the weekly time frame, but we've got two different indicators at the bottom and our EMAs are gone. So what I want you to see is that we have the MACD